So Jack, you ever have those people sit on your couch and they're like, hey, I don't want to change. Everyone else seems to get this stuff really easy and I shouldn't have to change for what I want.
Narcissists? What are you
Oh, you know what? It does sound kind of narcissistic, or it sounds like a near childish type of approach to things.
Yeah.
I don't want to change. I just want what I want. Sometimes the answer to that is it's too dang bad. I don't know. How do we help them?
Well, I think sometimes you get caught up in that because when you think about all the things you have to do to change your life or to adjust your behavior, it's just so overwhelming. There's just so much going on that you have to do. You talk yourself into it. Well, it's just easier to be here, and it's not that bad.
Right. Well, it's, you know what, and if you don't like how things are going and you've tried things and they didn't work, well, then obviously life is just going to suck, and you should probably, no, wait a minute. Sometimes it's a question of
we were hope dealers.
Sometimes it's a question of how long did you try something different. Sometimes it's a question of how willing are you to get uncomfortable, because change is uncomfortable. It is. It's think about how the idea of change makes you have that pit in your stomach. Well, because we like routine. We like knowing what we know. We like, well, it doesn't really matter what we like. We need to look at what we want and then go through the process of change. When life starts to kind of pile up and we're unsatisfied at work and it's kind of starting to just snowball in the wrong direction, well, sometimes life is preparing us for change because things have to change. And if we're looking at going, I refuse to change, I won't do it, well, your choices are change or stay the same.
Right. Yeah, I think you're gonna, God willing, be alive in 10 years. So what's that gonna look like? Where are you gonna be in 10 years? What's your life gonna look like? Are you gonna be where you wanna be? Because you're gonna be somewhere. So why not start growing and changing now? Sometimes I know it can be overwhelming to change, or sometimes you feel like, well, I shouldn't have to, because maybe the change is because somebody else did something to you and hurt you and victimized you, and because of the way that was interpreted during that time, you've let that grow into issues that you might have right now. And so you're going to have to be willing to change, even if you don't feel like you're the one that deserves to go through that.
If you need help learning to process change and come to the place where you're willing to shift over to it, maybe it's hard to change and it's hard to accept the fact that we can't change the world and we can't change other people, but we can change us and how we see ourselves. Yep. And maybe even sometimes learning how to make those changes makes them a lot easier. Well, counseling helps, and we'd love to do it.